Hey there, Alex here. I just got my hands on the new Haylou GT1 Plus. Since there hasn't really been that many reviews for it just yet, I thought I would share some of my thoughts on it here, rather than just sharing it on Instagram stories like I did with the Lipotech Tevi. So let's get started. For the most part, a lot of it is very similar to the original GT1 that I reviewed a while back. It has pretty much the same case and earbuds design. It's still using micro USB and it still feels like cheap plastic, but I really like how tiny it is. The earbuds fits really nicely and comfortably in my ears. The passive noise isolation isn't the best I've heard, but decent enough. They work well for jogging since they're so light, and they're also rated IPX5 for water resistant. It has touch controls for the usual play, pause and skipping tracks, but no volume controls. Anyway, the main differences with the GT1 Plus are basically the use of Qualcomm's QCC3020 chipset and a slightly different driver. Let's talk about the chipset first, which brings with it aptX support, the ability to use either one of the earbuds independently, and better battery efficiency. The only thing that it loses out on is the lower latency mode that Haylou has included on the updated GT1. Personally, I don't really game with earphones, so I appreciate the better battery life a bit more. With the GT1 Plus, I'm getting just over 4 hours of use on a single charge, which is slightly better than the GT1. QCC3020 does include CVC noise reduction for voice calls, and it does work well for wind noises, but in crowded places, you are still going to have to talk louder since the mics are still pretty far away from your mouth. With the boring stuff out of the way, let's talk about sound. Like the GT1 Plus is surprisingly good for its price and sounds better than the GT1 to me. It has slight elevation in terms of bass and treble and is still fun to listen to, but it doesn't overdo things on either end of the spectrum. I personally find the bass just nice, and it has a nice presence without feeling too bloated. The presentation of the mids is good too and doesn't sound too recessed. There is just enough treble to give female vocals and some instruments a bit more life, so it doesn't sound peaky or fatiguing at all. But for my taste, I feel like it could use a tiny bit more treble. Detail retrieval is not the best I've heard, especially in the treble region, but it's still pretty good for a pair of true wireless earbuds. Overall, even though it doesn't really do anything special in terms of sound quality, it doesn't really do anything that sounds really bad to me either, so I actually enjoy using these a lot. At just over $20 on AliExpress, I think it's a pretty good deal. It might not have additional features like USB-C or wireless charging, but it does the basics well, and I like how it sounds. It's also one of the cheapest TWS earbuds from a known brand that you can buy with Qualcomm's chipset. So if you're looking for something really cheap but still decent, I think the GT1 Plus is yet another great option. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. Thanks again, and see you guys on the next one.